Hello! All right, I am Carolee. I'm here to talk to you about time blocking versus time boxing. And time blocking is the one that you probably know of, okay? I'm gonna be honest. And you've probably tried it and it hasn't worked. Let me know in the comments, have you tried time blocking and you're like, all these experts say it's amazing and it works, and it doesn't, okay? If that is you, you are not alone. I was that person at one point, was like, time blocking is for the birds? Like, no way. And so this is the time where you continue listening, because I'm going to show you how you can use time blocking and time boxing together, okay? But first, we're going to break it down. Time blocking versus time boxing, okay? Time blocking, the one we're familiar with, we're going to start there. All right, time blocking is when we essentially set aside a certain amount of time in your day to do a specific task. For example, I'm going to create social media content during this block of time every Monday. Okay, that's essentially a time block. That's an example. That may not work for you. What if during that Monday, you're like, there is no way in hell that I am making this social media content today, and you're just like, now what? Now you're frozen. You're in paralysis. You don't even know what to do because you feel like there is no next step. I've been there. I see you. Keep listening. Okay? So before I go on, I want to talk to you about what time boxing is, because we need to know the differences. So time boxing is when you essentially set a timer, right? And you're going to work on a specific task for that amount of time. A lot of people actually think about this as like a Pomodoro technique. That is something that is a time boxing technique, is the Pomodoro method, whatever you want to call it, right? So if you have tried that and you're like, I just feel like I don't get enough done, like whatever, like, but I'm not done when the timer goes off, because we realistically don't know how long things take us. And so now we're like, but it just doesn't work. I have been there and I see you. So now I'm going to tell you my method and how I do this and how it has worked for me for over a year. Consistently. You don't hear consistently with Neurodivergent anything ever. So this has been working consistently. Now there are a whole bunch of other things that I do that contribute to this working so consistently, but today we're not going to overwhelm you, because we would be here for ages and you're not going to listen to this for ages. So this is how we do it. You time block out your day. You use time boxing during those time blocks, and you essentially put tasks in those buckets, and you essentially pull from those buckets. Now, you're incredibly confused. I already know it, because the last time I tried to explain this to somebody, they were like, what? What are task buckets? What is time boxing, right? But I already told you that. And they're like, and time blocking hasn't worked for me. Okay. Now, I don't have enough time right now to share all of this with you. And that is why I put together Streamline Your Schedule to Work with Your Brain Masterclass. Okay? I have broken this down into manageable pieces so that you can actually understand it. Okay? So I'm going to go over time blocking, time boxing, scheduling, some of the things that are probably happening because you have a neurodivergent brain. Different things like that are all going to be put into this masterclass. And obviously I talk about those task buckets that I just threw at you as a random word. And we're going to really dig deep into how you, as a neurodivergent entrepreneur, can use this to really streamline things in your business and your household, which will ultimately translate into a more streamlined life while still working with your brain. Okay? Now, as a systems and productivity strategist, this is my goal, is to streamline everything in life. We're gonna, you end up using automations, we end up using systems, processes, things like that. We use so many different things to streamline things in your life, so that way there's not as much mental tax on your brain, because we want to be creative. We don't want to remember that we have to go to the dentist tomorrow. We need to have something in place that's going to remind us of that. But if we need to want to go ahead and create something for our business, we want to use our mental energy for that. And that is where this entire masterclass is focused. So that way you can focus on what you want to focus on. And the things that you really don't like to do, but you have to do, are taking up the least amount of time. And you get to choose when you want to do them. Okay? This entire method, this framework, allows freedom. Okay? It allows freedom to work on things when you truly feel like working on them to the best of what is available to you. Everyone starts something different. Everyone has different amounts of time available. So everyone's framework is going to essentially be different. But in the end, the entire purpose is to have it more streamlined, and you're able to follow something that's not boring. So if you want to check that out, the link is in the description of this video. And, go ahead and check out all the details. It's 100% free for my neurodivergent friends. I love you all. And I want to just be here for you, to where we can work together to really have you feeling better about just life and business, and really feeling like you're accomplishing what you truly desire to accomplish. All right. Let me know if you have any questions about time blocking or time boxing below, or even your schedule. Any of the questions you have right now, toss them below. Let's start getting my brain thinking on what in the world we can create, because there is one new video dropped every single week on this channel. And I would love more ideas from you as my viewers, to be able to educate you, right? To give you what you need and want. All right. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and like this video if it was helpful. I will see you next week.